the
How
way.
do I sit with a skirt?
I
I'm a
wonder
lady.
how many Celsius are too many Celsius.
Unfortunately, there was a girl who passed away from drinking. I think she had 6 Alanis. First of all, in one day, which is crazy.
That is scary.
Like, why?
After one, I feel like I'm jittery.
Are you living to have to drink 6 Alanis to get through the day?
Yeah, if you're working, I guess, overnights or like 12 hours a day.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Sad. It's really sad. What, like, a horrible...
For real, way to go out.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how that feels. No.
Yeah, so... No. Welcome back!
What if we started it like that?
Talking about really unfortunate events.
Today,
I
feel like I have to sit closer to you.
Oh yeah, no, I like that anyways.
Okay.
Oh, I need my pillow, my comfort. Cute.
Yes, there you go. Matches. Perfect.
Sponsor. Okay. Anyways, we are back today. I need to get this drink.
Yeah, we're gonna cheers.
Cheers, Celsius. For real, I got a trip coming up. If you want to sponsor, yeah, Celsius. If you want to sponsor a Europe trip,
she'll be traveling. Lots of content.
That's right.
Yes.
There's at least 50 people who care about what I'm doing. So come on. Anyways, yeah, you see who's back. Darian's back. I'm so excited.
Hello.
I have not recorded with a guest in like 8+ months.
We've been missing you.
Oh. Yeah, I was living
missing
life.
the content. Yes, you had to live your life.
I did. I felt like that's how it is. Like I was talking about this a lot, like with this, because of the content that I create and because editing is such a tedious process. Like I really have to be locked in and in the right vibe to have to create this.
Yeah.
And I was in the moment where I was like, I need to just live life for a second and do other things but I'm really happy I'm back. It feels really good. I have missed it. I thought about it all the time, but it's just like once I start going, I know how much it takes to keep going.
Exactly.
And I think that also made me not do it for a little bit.
Yes, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. People don't realize it's not just recording. It's like all the work that has to do with actually making the content and posting it.
Literally, do you feel that way with photography?
Yes. I feel like you don't get a lot of satisfaction for how much work you actually do sometimes.
Ooh.
Yeah, sometimes you will go and you prepare. You have to have all this gear. You have to, invest your money to have the gear. You have to pack it all up, travel to the site. And if it's not a free place, you have to pay for that place too.
I just found that out, and that's another thing that pisses me off.
Yeah, we can tell the story if we
please do.
Yeah,
because I have some choice words.
Yeah, we can get into that later. But yeah, I mean, you have to put in a lot of work. It takes a lot of brunt work, and then hopefully you just in hopes that something will come out of it. Like you don't know what's gonna come out of it. You're hoping that you'll execute something, and most of the time you do, but sometimes you don't, and you get burnt and you don't have anything from what you just did. Yeah, and that's just how it is. Making
sucks.
art isn't gonna be always freaking.
I can relate.
Just easy and just out there, that, making videos and
Oh
talking, it's not always gonna come out naturally or how you want it to.
That and the same thing, the results, you don't feel like you're getting the payoff.
Yeah,
I'm not getting paid for this.
No, you don't get paid for it, especially in the first, that whole last year. I made a little bit of money, but not really anything to show for it, for all the work, and that's fine because I love to do it. And if you love to do something, just do it. Don't let the money stop you. Don't think that you have to be a fucking millionaire to do things. You just have to do what you love at the end of the day. Otherwise,
1000%.
You're gonna look back and be like, I wish I would have done that.
So many hours go into editing this shit, and sometimes only 10 people watch it, and I'm so grateful that 10 people even clicked on it, and that is so, that it means everything. But it's just still kind of hurt, bummed. You get bummed out.
Yeah, it didn't go somewhere else. It didn't reach, 1,000, 10,000, it didn't go viral, whatever, but not all content's gonna go viral.
Exactly.
I was just watching another podcaster, and they were like, yeah, for the first 3 years, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to make money off of it. And then at some point, you're going to make something that does go viral. You'll get to that point, but it's a lot of waiting for that to happen. You will get to that point. You're slowly getting there, and I can see it happening for you. You're getting there. Yeah. And once you're traveling and you get to experience so many more things, that's when the content will flow too.
I know. It feels like I've been doing a lot of thinking about it, obviously, right? lately. Wow. You just caught my brain glitching on camera.
A little bit of a glitch. We all have those.
Oh my god. Anyways. No, I'm glad we guarded.
Yes.
We'll get our flow state. We're getting
there.
in there.
Yes, we have to work our way through it, yes.
But it just, like, when I came up with the idea to go to Europe, it just, when something clicks and you just feel it, like, you're drawn to it, like, nothing else makes sense but me doing this right now.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. And I'm like, and I know the content that I'm going to get to make is going to be so special to me, like, first and foremost, because this is probably going to be one of the best years of my life, and the year where I have the most growth in ways that I could not even imagine. I still, in this moment, I don't even know how I'm going to grow, because I've never been in a country by myself before.
Everything is unknown.
Everything is unknown.
It's unknown. Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen.
And I get to look back at this journey one day, and I'm going to be like, dude, I didn't know how good I had it. Yeah. And it's, like, so exciting because I haven't even lived it yet, and I already know it's going to be that, like, so amazing.
Yes.
So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Follow my vlog channel if you're interested in, like, the day-to-day. So,
yes.
Anyways, today, Darian wanted to come back on because we wanted to touch back on her sobriety journey, because the truth of it all is sobriety is, like, a lifelong journey.
It is.
And so, like, coming back to it and talking about it again, like, I'm sure you even have a whole new perspective of...
A year ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, every year that you gain a different perspective and, like, a reason why you're continuing, because it's not linear. It's not, you know, a straight thing. It's like a roller coaster up and down. You know, you're not going to wake up every day and be like, I don't want to drink. Like, no, you're going to wake up some days and be like, I would actually really like to have a drink today. And then you're like, well, then I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to go around people right now. I'm just going to do what I need to do.
You're not going to trigger yourself.
I'm not going to trigger myself, and I'm going to do what I need to do for myself. Like, those are the days where I stay in. I edit photos. I sit outside. Like, if it's nice out, like, I find things for myself. Yeah. So it's a totally different perspective than I'd had when I had first gotten out of treatment. Like, so different, yeah.
You know yourself now.
I know myself a little bit more every year, and I think that's just what we're supposed to be doing as humans.
Yes.
And I never let myself learn who I was when I was younger until now. And I want everybody to understand, like, that's your life. This is your life, your soul, and you need to learn who that is. Yeah.
That's such a good message.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to come back, was to really explain who I am and myself, and, you know, just put it out there. Since I put that other video out there, I just feel like, looking back, you know, the first time making content, you don't say everything that you want to say. You look back and it's a little cringy. It's like, I wasn't my complete self of who I could have shown. So yeah, I just wanted to come back and try again and kind of update too, and be like, it's another year. I am still sober from alcohol, and you know, you can do it too if that's what you want to do.
I want to take a moment and just, like, I am recording on my phone right now, so I can't pull up the comments, but when I posted that video, you helped so many people, and, like, you were seen by so many people, and I was so happy how that episode was received, because I knew it was going to be amazing. I loved it the second we recorded it.
Yeah.
But you don't know how other people are going to ever respond to anything. And, like,
and it's when it's really personal like that,
too. Yeah, you were sharing, like, the inner of your soul there. Like,
and, like, my darkest point.
Yes.
And going into detail of, like, what that day was like, that was my rock bottom. And I know some people don't really believe in a rock bottom, but, like, you have some really low points in your life, and you don't always want to talk about it.
No, and then you allowed me to record it, and I appreciate that, because I know you helped a lot of people.
I'm so glad. That's what I want to do.
Right?
As soon as I was, like, well, while I was in treatment, actually, I was only there for, like, 28 days, but towards the end, I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to be able to talk to other people and explain my story, so that hopefully it'll touch them in some way and be like, I'm going through the same thing. And if she can get through that, then I can too.
No, and you are helping people. You are changing people. Like, seeing you do it and do it sober and stay consistent for as long as you have, and be brave enough to talk about your story. Like, you inspire so many people. So keep doing it. I definitely think you're meant to be doing that. And yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, where do you want to start? What do you feel feels right for you to start?
Well, I feel like it feels better to be able to start from kind of my beginning and where I come from, just because I do have to give context to, like, where, like, what led up to what I was doing with my life before, and why I do what I do now.
Yeah, before you start, I'm a huge believer, like, you can't blame your past as adults. Obviously, we have the choices of what we do moving forward, but, like, it paints a picture of who we are.
Yeah.
And it does matter. So I just want to clear the record right away before if anyone were to be like, people will do anything but take accountability. No, because everything matters.
Everything
it actually matters.
It shapes who you are.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's your life experience. And, if you can connect and actually see the patterns with it, then you can move through it in a healthier way.
Past it,
instead
actually.
of falling into addiction.
Exactly. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
If you actually, would have Yeah. But,
okay. But take it away, sister.
Just giving them a free shout right now.
That's gonna cast ya.
Where I come from is my mom was a teen mom. She got pregnant at 14 and had my sister at 15. And then she got pregnant with me when she was 17. And me and my sister were able to be at her high school graduation. She went to a school that actually worked with teen moms to help them graduate and finish school. To help them get through that process, because it was really hard, obviously. She didn't have a lot of support. My grandma wasn't a lot of support. She told her straight up, like, I guess you're going to have to quit school and you can live off of the government. Like, that's literally what my mom's family would do. Is I just found out that, they did not graduate high school. Her mom and her grandparents, like my mom and her sister, were the first to graduate high school in that side of the family, and her family. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wait, you said your mom and Auntie Alondra?
Yeah.
No way.
They were the first ones to graduate high school. Nobody else did. I did not realize that. My grandpa dropped out when he was in, like, 7th, 8th grade. He was illiterate. He could not write. You know,
when you start to look back into the family history, a lot of things make sense.
Yeah, and now I'm, like, realizing, like, dang, we really did come from nothing.
Shout out to you, Amy.
Yeah, shout out to my mom.
Shout out to you, Amy.
Now I'm just, like, and I gained a new perspective being a mom, too, but, like, you don't realize it when you're younger, like, what your parents sacrifice and what they do for you. So, I'm so thankful. My mom was able to complete high school. She graduated. She, like, stuck to what she was determined to do, and was to make a better life than to live off the government like her family did. And she loves her family, you know, like, she always would bring us around them and want us to be a part of their lives, but she just knew, like, that wasn't the life that she wanted to live. And my dad was 17 when I was born, and they tried to live together for a couple of months, but they ended up not being able to work out because of differences that just the way that they lived was not the same, and they knew it wasn't gonna, you know, be a good, you know, situation for us to live in, me and Danae, my older sister. So my mom was living with other family members, and so my sister's family, that side of the family, my sister's dad's side, helped my mom a lot. We lived with them a lot. They got her into a good spot, and a better spot to get her own house. We lived with my aunt, and then she met my stepdad after she had my brother. So my brother, she had him at 20 years old, and then...
Still so young.
So young. 3 kids at 20. I could not imagine. Like, at 20 years old, I was spending all my money on alcohol. Like, I was not doing anything good, but she had 3 kids and was, you know, doing what she had to do. She was working multiple jobs. She had us in daycare. My earliest memories are from daycare and just being around other kids.
We were at the same daycare at some point.
At some point we were at New Horizon.
Yeah. No, that one with the green building. Was it New Horizon? It wasn't New Horizon.
No, not green building.
It had the green top. There's pictures. We have pictures of us at daycare, but at different times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have to go back and see.
Kindercare? Was it kinder?
I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, that was a lot.
You know, so crazy, though.
So crazy, yeah. Darian, the boy Darian, was in New Horizon with me.
That's what makes me, like, so believe in, like, soul families, because the way we were all going to cross paths some way or another.
For real.
You guys didn't even know Darian.
No, and Josh did not know my mom yet, because, he was, he was with Carol at that time, but, like, they weren't friends yet.
And, like, how important, like, to me, the Hatchers, I love the Hatchers.
Yes, they're the best family. So much. Shout out to the Hatchers.
No, literally, I miss y'all. I love you guys so much. But, like, they were such an important part of my life growing up. Like, we were all meant, and same with your family, meant to meet each other.
And have those memories together, because we did Halloween, we did birthdays together, we all hung out together. But, so those were really good memories. My mom met Mike, my stepdad, when she was 26, and then they got married a year or so later. I remember him showing me the ring to propose.
It was only a year later.
Yeah, he knew right away that he wanted to marry her. He knew right away. He knew.
Dang.
Yeah, and she had 3 kids, and he knew that. Like, he took us all in. He ended up adopting my brother, my younger brother. But then
officially?
They ended up doing that before he graduated. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
Cute, so sweet. He is an amazing guy.
I love my Uncle Mike.
And they had Delaney, my younger sister, who's 10 years younger than me, and I just remember taking care of her and helping take care of her when she was younger. But yeah, my dad wasn't really in my life. He was kind of doing other things with his life. He has issues with addiction and mental health disorders and stuff like that. His family comes from addiction and mental health disorders as well. Like I talked in the last episode about just a lot of sadness and depression and, taking their lives and stuff in both sides of my family. So just a lot of stuff going on my dad's side of the family. So I wasn't really close with him. We tried to have a relationship when I was like 14, and it just, I don't know. I wish I would have taken it more seriously, like having a relationship with him when I was younger, but having Mike in my life as well, like it was pretty confusing having, 2 dads. And now I'm more at peace with it, having 2 dads, and I love that about my family. Having more parents is amazing, and having big extended families is amazing because you have more people that love you and are there for you. But it was really confusing, growing up, and I dealt with a lot. I was very sad as a kid. I just remember my earliest memories being really sad, too, for some reason. I just felt very different from other people, and I didn't really touch on that a lot in the last episode, but yeah, I suffered from depression from a very young age, and
how young do you think?
Probably like 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I had thoughts of taking my own life when I was
10.
10? Yeah.
Darian, oh my god.
Yeah, that's how depression works. And I realize now, like, that's how brains work sometimes. Like, I literally have a serotonin deficiency, like, that's why I take Lexapro, and I'm glad I got on that when I was 18, because it's helped me tremendously be able to, like, get out of that mindset. But I was a very sad person, and I don't want my life to be like that anymore,
I'm so sorry.
I've dealt with that a lot, and I used to navigate towards people that had a lot of mental health problems too.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I made friends with a lot of people like that, and in high school, I started hanging out with those friends that I talked about in the last episode that dabbled in alcohol and other things. But I also met a guy named Landon who we bonded really closely. For some reason, like, our friend groups were kind of the same, and I started hanging around him, and I just thought he was so cute, and his energy was so good, and we would hang out a lot, and he just was, I don't know, we had a connection. For some reason, I could tell, like, he had a deep sadness that I did not, and I don't think other people realized, and I saw it because I went to his house, and we would hang out and do things at his house and stuff, and he was on medication, too, and we were only, like, 15 years old. Like, super young, and I just did not realize how bad it was until later on, when everything happened, but I connected with him a lot. And I connect with people like that more for some reason, and we had a good relationship until I met somebody else, and I started dating somebody else in high school, but I will always hold a special place. He will always hold a special place in my heart. And then I started seeing somebody else in high school, and we graduated together, and we ended up breaking up soon after high school because he was just, like, not a good guy. He's not a good guy still. Lots of stories with that. But all in all, we broke up, and I was living in Plymouth. I went to Plymouth, lived with my best friend Rosie, and I was going to school over there, but I started getting into drinking and stuff more, and I was still, like, hanging out with people that just wanted to party and didn't really think about anything else, and I didn't really get myself, or didn't dive deep into school like I should have and taken things seriously, so I was doing that a lot more, and it was just making my mental health deteriorate even more. Like, it's a depressant. Alcohol is a depressor. So is weed, but
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. But it can be, a medicine as well if you use it the right way, and the strains that you whatever. But we don't have to get into that right now. But
I do. If anyone's like a weed expert, would love to have you on and speak to you about it. I'm very interested right now.
Yes. So alcohol was obviously just, it's detrimental. And as having alcoholism in my bloodline with both sides of my family, it's not like I want to say that I was like destined to be an alcoholic, but like I had the precursors. And that's what you have to look out for is like, are you depressed? Do you have any strive for life? Like, can you manage your day to day? And you can't do that and you are drinking alcohol all the time, like it's just bound to go somewhere bad.
Right.
So I was just in a downward spiral going into a deep depression, and I wasn't finishing my classes, and my mom was like, you need to come back home because you're not doing anything at grandma's, like you're just partying and not doing anything productive. Like I was just wasting all my money, not saving anything like I was supposed to. So I went back home and started working at McDonald's again, and I met another guy there, and we clicked. He also just saw life kind of similar to me, and we started dating, and it got pretty serious. We tried to live together, but I was so deep into alcohol still that I would black out, and I would do things that I just don't remember, and I would regret later. And it just got to the point where he could not handle it anymore, of course. Like, I don't want to put that onto anybody. Like, that's not the person that I am. And alcohol can really change you into being a bad person.
The worst version of yourself.
The worst version of yourself, yeah.
It's us, but it's the worst version.
Right, exactly. And that's what people say. Some people are like, it shows you the real person, like who you truly are. And I'm like, no, it like literally changes your brain chemistry. Like, it's not who you are. If you are depressed and you're angry inside, it's going to amplify that. So anytime I would drink, I would be angry and I would lash out and I would blame everybody for my problems except myself. And
because you were repressing everything.
Yeah. And yeah.
When was the first time you started dealing with your childhood?
Probably not until I was like 18, and my mom made me come back home, and she was like, you should do therapy and try to talk about, you know, what's going on. So I did talk to a therapist about things, and I kind of started realizing, like, yeah, I'm still holding on to, you know, sadness and anger from my dad, from him not being there. Yeah, and they would always be like, you need to talk to him. And
why should it be you? See, and that's what makes me mad, because that was never your role. That was never on you, because I was going to say that actually earlier when you were talking about how you would be hard on yourself that you didn't try harder when you were 14. It was never your job to try. It was his. He's the father. He is the parent. You were the child. And so that... It breaks my heart because I feel that too.
Because they do put it on you. They were like, you're your own person. You choose if you want, you know, to be if you want your dad to be in your life or not. So, like, they put it on you. And
that's
I'm like,
not okay.
And so it felt like it was my choice.
Sorry.
And I'm like, I don't know how to make that choice, you know, when you're so young. And I didn't realize how, detrimental.
You don't know what you know now.
Exactly.
That
you
sucks.
don't know. Yeah. Exactly. And everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
I want to really believe that, you know, like, as we get older, I feel like things just happen the way that they're supposed to. Yes, so that guy and I ended up breaking up, and I end up going and living with my best friend Rosie, and I live in Apple Valley over there. I live with her and her boyfriend and two other guy roommates. They're all super chill, super cool guys. And I'm working at Old Chicago. But before that, I'm living there for a little bit, not working, and I'm just still, like, drinking all the time, making any excuse to, like, drink, making Rosie go out with me for, like, girls' night, and she's like, I don't even want to really drink with you anymore, because it's not fun, like, you're not the same person, like, I couldn't hold a conversation with people, I had, like, no personality, you know, like, alcohol's just your personality, and you're just, like, that drunk girl, and ugh.
She told you that at the time?
No, like, that's just how I felt. That's how I realize myself now. But, like, the way that she would look at me and the way that she would, like, say things, she just knew. Like, you have a problem, Darian, and I wasn't admitting it. So,
that's hard.
When it really got to that point where it was, like, I was hiding, I was getting to the point where I was hiding little bottles, shooters, into my purse, and I would be drinking in the bathroom at family events. I would be... And even at home with my friends, I would be hiding alcohol bottles in my room. Like, we would have a liquor cabinet, but I wouldn't put it in there because I'm just like, I'm going to drink it anyway. Like, I'm going to have it in my room. So I'd be hiding how much I was drinking. I would wake up and I would start drinking. just to feel okay enough to go to work. I didn't even work until, like, at night, because I was a server at Old Chicago, and I couldn't even, like, get myself up at noon to, like, do something productive for myself. Like, it was always just revolving around alcohol and how was I gonna make money to get it, basically.
Such a hard cycle.
It is. Like, it's hard to get out of once you're in it, too, and you don't even realize, like, how comfortable you're being with where you're at, and it's like, dude, that's so sad. I look back and I'm just like, I'm so sad at the person that I used to be, but I had to get to that point to get to where I am now, because otherwise I don't know what it would have happened if I hadn't, you know, made the choices I did after that. You know, we talked about my car accident and what happened after that, and, you know, going to treatment and going through the treatment process and being able to see, you know, life differently now. Just like, I want to be a more positive person. I don't want to be sad anymore. And I was just watching another guy, and he said it so well. He said, I understand mental illness, but are you going to use that as an excuse to not go and live your life, to find your purpose? You don't have to sit in that shitty diaper and cry, poor me. You know, you can change that diaper and not be in that shitty situation anymore. You know, like, you are, at some point, you're making yourself stay in that cycle. And you don't have to be in that cycle anymore. You can get yourself out of that. And I want everybody to realize that, like, if you're in a cycle that you don't want to be in, like, you can get yourself out of it. You don't have to be in that point. You know, you can make little strides every day. It's not gonna be like you wake up the next day and it's all like peaches and cream or whatever, rainbows and butterflies, you know, like, it's little things every day, and then one day, like, something clicks or something happens, you're like, oh, that was supposed to happen. All those little things that I just did led to what I was supposed to be doing right now. So once I got out of treatment, I lived in a sober house for a month, and that wasn't a good area. So my uncle was kind enough to ask me to go live with him, and I went and lived with him, and that was, I feel like that was supposed to happen too. Like, him just having an open spot, because he was sober too at the time and living in a better area. Like, I was like, this is supposed to happen. I'm supposed to live with him. I'm supposed to do this. And I lived with him for a year. And during that time, I was, you know, just living a totally different life. You know, I wasn't going out. I wasn't seeing the same people. I was in a totally different area. You know, I wasn't in Cambridge anymore or Apple Valley. I was in Minneapolis, where I didn't know anybody, which was the best situation, because I wasn't, you know, hanging around the same people, or I didn't know where to get things from. You know, like, I was doing all new things for myself, which felt so good. I was working a different job. I worked at Caribou Coffee for a little bit. And then after that, I worked at a daycare. And then after that, I worked for United Healthcare at home. I don't like working at home, I found out.
Oh, you don't?
I don't. No, I have to, like, be connected.
You like to go out? Okay,
yeah,
I'm
I have to
opposite.
be connected. You're opposite, yeah.
Well, I do enjoy, like,
You're
serving.
a server, yeah.
But I like
you
that
are
aspect of it
people.
for that small, because it's quick. It's like, you know, but, like, I prefer, like, when I go abroad, I'm so looking forward to being on my own schedule, working from home.
Yes.
Like, that's also my thing. I like to work on my own schedule.
Exactly.
Like, I need to build a life. That's where I'm getting to. But anyways. Yeah.
Yes. No. And some people are like that. And I wish I could be like that, where I make my own schedule. But I've also found in the last year that I can't. Like,
you're like,
right
I
now,
won't abide to that.
I need to have somebody else figure out a schedule, because right now I don't know what I'm doing.
That's so real, though. No, that's real. Like, right now you're like, I need someone else to take that load on.
Yes.
Just tell me when to show up.
Tell me what to do.
No, that's so real, because that's why I like serving. I'm like, okay, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
But I want to work to get to a place where I'm not working
You don't have
anyone.
to do that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I ended up finding out I was pregnant not even a year after I got sober from alcohol. And
so crazy.
Yeah, it was so crazy. And then I ended up moving in with the guy, Steve, and we live together now. But yeah, we've just been doing family stuff ever since then, and I think it's kept things better for me in a sober aspect, because I have a meaning. I guess it's more of a meaning to my life, is my my kids, my children, and it gets me motivated to like do other things for myself. And I want to be able to do things for myself as well and be motivated for myself, but sometimes you also need, you know, the external.
An external motivator.
Yeah. And I realize now, like, I think I got pregnant for a reason, to, like, keep me on the straight and narrow, because I don't know what would have happened if
A lot of relapse happens within the first few years, yeah.
A lot of relapse happens, and I already, you know, have had thoughts of, you know, drinking again within that first year. I think everybody does, you know?
Of course,
but
yeah.
you get pretty close sometimes if you're not careful. Like, you'll start hanging around the same people, or you'll just go and hang out one night with somebody, and then it's over from there. Like, you're just doing the same shit that you were doing before. So I didn't want to get to that spot again, and I was like, maybe I got pregnant for a reason, because this is going to, you know, bring me into a better spot, and I have to see it through. I have to try, and I want to try, you know, for my baby. So that's what I did, and ever since then, yeah, I've just been, you know, working towards being a better version of myself and doing things that I love to do, because I want to show, you know, my children and any of the younger generations, like, you just have to try to do what you love to do, because you only have this one life. We don't know what's gonna happen after, so please do what you want to do right now. And the like I stated before, like, you know, you're on the right path when things just start aligning. Things just start happening that you weren't even anticipating on happening, or you didn't know when it was going to happen, but it just happened because you are on the right path. And I've been on the right path, I feel like, since the jobs that I've gotten. After Optum, I went to a daycare, and I was working with kids there, and that was a lot on me because I already had Phoenix, and he was only like 1.5 years old, and I was like, I can't do that. And then I found Zen Educate, which is where I work for now, and I got certified as a paraprofessional, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I could, you know, work in schools and work with students. You know, I liked working at the daycare, but this isn't so hands-on. You know, you don't have to do all the diaper changings and everything for them. You know, they're not little kids, they're at school. So I got certified and started working for Zen as a sub, and then I found my, you know, assigned school, and it's been a really great experience being able to work with, younger generations. It's just like, these are the generations that are going to be molding society later on, and I want to help be that person to get to where they want to be. It's really hard being a parent, though. Working in schools is just a whole
mad respect to teachers and anyone who works in the education system. Like, you're so right. The children are our future. You're molding our future by either a good experience or a bad. Like, what you do matters, and it's exhausting, I'm sure.
It is.
So
it is.
Kudos to you.
Thank you. I just think about, once you have kids, you think about your kids a lot, and it's like, I want to be able to help build a better future for them as well.
Of course.
They're just a couple years behind, you know, the generations that I'm helping guide and teach. And it's helped me stay sober as well, because I have my mind off of, you know, other things because obviously sad things are going to arise. Life situations happen that are going to come and make you sad, but, like, at the end of the day, then you can go back and, you know, put a helping hand to something else and take yourself out of the equation and not be selfish. That's what I've been trying to do a lot more too, is not be so selfish, not think about myself so much, because it's like, it's not all about you.
I know.
There's a society, there's a world around us that needs to circulate and go on, and if we don't want all this bad shit to continue to happen, like, we have to be a part of the change and not continue to just go with what is expected or what's been going on. Like, I want to be a part of, like, what's going to change.
The positive. This is a slight tangent, but, like, I was just getting so frustrated about this the other day. I was ranting on TikTok because there is a man, I'm not even going to say his name, just hit $1 trillion. And I'm like, that is insane to me to think about, because there's people who cannot afford to eat. There's people who are dying of starvation. And I just think, like, one person holding that much wealth is disgusting, and I was vocalizing my opinion on that, and people are in the comments like, I just worry about myself. I don't care about who's starving in Asia. First of all, that's, like, giving racist. Second of all, that I'm so grateful that I cannot relate to what it would be like to say something like that. We have always been, our families raised us well in the fact that we think about other people before ourselves often.
And we can only show up for people. Much.
Yeah, we can only do
so much, but we still do what we can.
And even I'm not the richest person by any means, but I'm still giving money to the homeless because it's giving something. It's showing good faith to humanity. And I think I believe in exchange of good energy. Yes. I don't know what he's going to do with that, nor do I care what he's going to do with that $3. Yeah. But if he knows that, hey, a stranger is going to look out for me in my lowest time,
maybe I can do the same for somebody else. Maybe I can do something. The
butterfly effect. Like, it's going to trickle down somewhere. And I'm not even thinking about karma for myself. Like, we should just be doing good things because that's what we should be doing.
Exactly.
And, like,
positive karma out in the world, please.
And we got in that because I was mad that he pledged, to wrap it up, he pledged that he was going to donate $6 billion to end world hunger, and then didn't do that, and then he became the world's first trillionaire, and there's people dying. Like,
I just saw the same thing. I know what you're talking about.
Yes, yeah. Yes. So that made me mad, and then the people are like, it's not his responsibility to feed people. No, it's not, but you should, because you're a good human, and you have more money than anyone could ever fathom.
And if you don't want if you want the population to keep going, if you want the human race to keep going, they probably don't, I guess. But at the end of the day, if say you do, and because you want to be a part of the politics, you want to be a part of the fucking, the higher parts of America or the world, maybe you should do something to help it, to help the human race, and do something that's impactful. And then maybe your name would be, remembered for something good too, and not just being a fucking asshole.
Exactly, and he's doing exactly what he wants to do, and that's why I'm like, I can yell and complain all day about it, but, like, he is showing us exactly who he is, and he has been. So, anyways, but the point being, I would give anything to help somebody else. Like, that's what this whole fucking thing is about, sharing our story, so we can help somebody else. Like, I'm just so happy I can't relate to selfish people.
For real. Exactly. I think of that all the time, too. Yeah. I think about that all the time, too. Like, going into schools and stuff, too, teaching these kids not to be that way, too, is so hard when their parents are like that. Or they're being taught that. Or they don't know anybody because they're not being, taught a different way. Or to be, I don't know, just respectful. Like, the respect and the caring and the positivity in this world. Like, the lack of kindness and positivity in 8 to 9-year-olds is alarming to me. The negativity and the gossiping and the sadness in some of these 8 and 9-year-olds is sad.
Ooh, that's so young.
It's so young.
They should be living their best lives right now.
I want to go back this next year because I want to help them see things differently, because they're obviously not getting it at home. They're not getting it from their peers, from their
classmates.
Social
media, dude.
Social media.
Because how are they seeing that? They have phones, they're watching Love Island and all the drama that we glamorize, like...
Flipping through TikTok, they know all the TikTok dances, they know all
drama,
these things.
Yeah,
like, they should not be consuming that.
Dude, if I ever have kids, it's gonna be on a fucking farm in Sweden, and they're gonna live the most average life.
Please.
I'm gonna be rich on my own land, don't worry, but, like... you can bring your babies, and we can raise them together, because
if I had the money, I would be living off-grid. I would be going off and getting all the things that I need to be just living off the land, living off-grid, because it's sad.
Like, I will have every movie on DVD.
Yeah.
And that's funny, because, like, here I am recording, like, this is how I'm going to be making a living, But I would...
This is
my kids won't.
This is the good podcast. This isn't the bad, negative stuff.
I hate when I'm a hypocrite, dude. Right? I catch myself being a hypocrite all the time. I'm like, golly.
I mean, that's just how life is.
I know, but every time I do it, I'm like...
Dang it,
That's why you should judge people.
Yeah, exactly. One day I won't have to be a hypocrite. Myself. Right now I have to be.
I'm not perfect, but one thing, I have pretty good self-awareness.
I can admit it.
I can admit it. I catch myself. Going back to the thing you were saying about your environment and how important it was to, like, literally pluck yourself up and just put yourself somewhere new, so, like, you could change like the triggers, like, and it's not that the people in your life were like bad people, it's just they were triggering something in you that created the combination of you to not be...
and they're just living their life.
Exactly.
They're doing what they are gonna do,
nothing on them,
and that's on me now.
But you were being triggered by everything in that environment, and you literally had to start fresh. And, like, I've been thinking about that a lot, as obviously I'm literally doing that in a different capacity, and just, like, how everything in my life right now is, like, feeling triggering. And, like, I feel like there's so much drama everywhere, and it's, like, maybe I'm just hyper aware of it right now. But
it's the hyper awareness when you're thinking about something that's totally different from what is actually
what
happening.
I need for myself, though. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with anyone. It's just I'm no longer aligned with what's happening. Like, and I'm ready for something else. And I'm feeling that call. So I'm excited to see what you mean when you're like that new environment and what that brings to me. Because I feel like I'm going to be a whole new person almost.
You are, yeah.
I'm going to see who I am without any expectations.
Without any expectations, exactly.
From anyone.
Yeah, don't have any expectations. Because when I got out of treatment, it was COVID time, so everybody was locked down. Nothing was open. I literally had to be locked in the room that I was in, not being around anybody. I had to be masked up. So like, it was a whole new environment. I was not used to that at all. I was used to being around my friends, not really around my family because I was kind of distancing myself after I started drinking so much. Like, I wasn't going around my family or social events. I was, how people are when they're in their addict phase. Like, they aren't being true to themselves.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't want to be honest with...
I thought you meant after you came out of COVID, you were distancing
yourself.
No.
Oh, okay. Before. So
okay,
after, when I was getting out, I was just in my own bubble, basically, Okay. I was in my own bubble. I was talking to my family. I had a relationship with them that was even better because I was honest about what was going on. And I wanted to be better. Yeah, we had a good relationship. But I was still, like, you had to be in your own bubble in the COVID time. So going in from treatment, being surrounded by a bunch of people your own age or a little bit younger, I guess, but, like, just being around them and having, a support around you, therapy, all these things given to you, like the meals and everything is dictated for you basically, and then going out and having to live on your own and dictate your own life. It's a whole new life. It's a whole new thing. And I had to figure out for myself, like, what do I want to do even? Like, where do I want to go from here? What do I want to do? So I was really just sitting in my own thoughts and doing therapy and trying to figure myself out more. And I got to choose what I wanted to do. And it felt really freeing and good because I was like, I'm not spending all my money on alcohol anymore. I'm not going out and wasting my time on people that don't even really care about me. I'm actually around my family and I'm doing photography. I'm taking photos again. I'm walking my uncle's dog and taking care of him and getting to just do things that I used to not do.
Fresh start.
It's a fresh start. It was a whole new fresh start. I was working a job and actually able to, like, get up at 5 a.m. and it was a coffee shop, and I was a barista for a couple months, and then they promoted me to being the baker.
That's right.
So I was there 5 a.m. getting everything prepped, ready to go in the queuers or the bake or whatever, getting everything ready for the morning. So I was there from 5 until just it was 6-7 hour shift, and then I could still have the rest of my day. But I was like, I would not have been able to fucking do this before. I would not.
Isn't that crazy? Look at that girl just
I'm disabled, and that helped me get on a good routine too. Is waking up, going to work, getting free coffee, having my own money, being able to buy my own food, getting to actually do things with my time. Yeah, it was really nice. And
you're at 24 at this point?
Yeah, okay. No, 23.
You're 23.
I'm at the end slowly. Well, I had just turned 23 when I had gotten in trouble. So this was going down into November time. And then I found out I was
so much
pregnant.
Can change.
Yeah.
So much can change in 6 months.
Yeah. Especially when you're in a whole different area. You're going to be in a whole different area, meeting new people.
Wow.
Not the same people. You can choose your own path. You can choose who you hang out with. I've met and left a lot of people throughout the last 6 years. It's been 6.5 years now since I've drank last. And yes, and
that's awesome.
I've met and kept a lot of people, met and left a lot of people, and they come and go, or they come and stay for a reason. Everything is a lesson, I feel like. Everything.
I feel like the lesson in this entire conversation is obviously your sobriety journey, but it's that you can literally change your life and make whatever you want of it. You just have to acknowledge it and make a conscious effort to change. And you could literally switch your life and recreate and start over 10 times. I've done that so many times.
So many times.
Oh my God, I have so many versions of me.
And every time I see you, though, you're still your happy getting self. You want to just keep going.
Yeah.
It doesn't bring you down when things don't go the right way. You just keep going and you keep trying.
Might make me cry. Probably will make me cry.
Whatever happens behind closed doors, it's fine. What we have to do behind closed doors, it's fine.
That's nobody's business.
That's nobody's business. We're not seeing it. But when we see you out and about. It's not like you're dragging people down. You're not taking things out on people. You are your positive, happy self. And that's what I appreciate from you. That's why I love being around you, because your energy, even if you're having a hard time, like, you still want to, you know,
try.
Yeah, make people feel happy. Yeah.
I try, and there's times where I wasn't that. Like, I know when I get really depressed, like this winter, there was times where I just, like, didn't even want to socialize with anyone. I got down bad. Like, this winter, like, it was hard here in Minneapolis, period. Like, we were dealing with so much anxiety, and I think it will, in years, we'll still unpack this. Like, wow, we went through that as a community, and, like, we don't need to talk about that in this episode, but, like, we went through it, I feel like, and then throw in
the last 6 years, since 2020.
No, dude, for real. No, this city has been through it. And, like, as people who, we are very empathetic humans, and we care about other people, even if we don't know them. Like, that's...
We're living in it, though. This is, like, still, we're living in Minneapolis.
And then add that we're living in it.
Yeah, you're working around it, too. Yeah.
Oh, my God, you have relationships with people of the community, and it's just scary, and the
families and the schools.
Yeah.
It impacted them a lot,
Oh, my God, and I just think about the poor babies. I think about the fucking kids. Yeah. Like, we didn't have to think about this as kids. We didn't have to... I wasn't aware of it. I was aware of, like, racism.
About freedom.
I was aware of things.
Taking people's freedom and rights being taken away, and just people being taken.
But
like,
not...
Did we grow up and watch that on TV, or go outside and have to hear about it, or watch it happening on the streets, or people getting shot at right outside, or through their car windows because they're trying to save people? Like, no, we didn't have to see that. And now this generation that I'm seeing in school are right in that community in Minneapolis that have had to see all that. They're asking questions to their educators, to their parents, like, why are those people out there? What are they doing? Are they going to come in here? Like,
constant fear, as if being shot up at school wasn't enough.
It's supposed to be like, this is normal.
No, it was a rough winter, dude, and I was
so
like
sad.
On the internet crying, like screaming, mad, like, and I'm happy I did that because that was genuinely how I was feeling.
Yeah.
And like, I think it needs to be documented so we don't forget.
Yeah, it needs to be said for everybody that is not in Minnesota too, and all the states and the countries, and you know, everybody around us knows what is going on. Like, people's rights are literally being taken. That's not what
our neighbors were getting kidnapped off the street, dude.
This is not what our country is supposed to be.
And we were learning about it from our phones on social media. Like this. It was
literally video after video after video. It was just people videotaping all the things that were happening on the streets. Yeah.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, this will be I will never forget this year either. It's giving 2020.
It is,
that energy when shit got crazy and we went in lockdown. Like, it was the same energy. Like, what is happening?
Everybody was on lockdown.
Yeah.
Their families were scared to be out. They couldn't go out. They couldn't even go to school. They couldn't go to work. They couldn't even go outside and play. Some of the kids couldn't even go outside and play.
Kids came home to their parents being gone.
Yeah.
To empty homes.
Yeah. Like, how devastating is that? So, when I go and I work in these schools, it's because of that. Like, I want to be able to be that change. And
safe adult.
A safe person, and be like, you can come to school and get an education and still do normal things.
That's
when
awesome.
all of this stuff is going on. Yeah, you have to be that positive person, because
that's awesome.
If we just let them bring us down, like, it's just going to continue.
Exactly. We have to fight back with kindness. For real.
Sure. Fight back with kindness. Yeah.
And however is your way. Like, your way's that. And that's awesome.
Exactly. Everybody has their own way, and the little things will add up.
It really does.
Everybody makes an effort in their own little way. It's not like you have to go out there. And I couldn't go out and protest because of my anxiety.
And that's okay.
I'm a small person. I'm only 4'11". I weigh 90 pounds. People could be throwing and chucking me. And the tear gas, I probably would die from that, because whatever. But you don't have to go out and do that if you can't, but there's other things that you can be doing to making small little impacts. Go and donate, go and, you know, serve your community by serving your time, like figuring out what you can do to help. Like, and me getting into the school system, I feel like was a calling for
awesome.
For that. Yeah.
I think so too.
It wasn't even my intention, but when it just came out when the opportunity came up and I got certified, I was like, okay, well, this is happening for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's for a reason, and I don't know why, but
trust it.
Got a year done, and I'm going to do another year, and you just have to try to make an impact where you can.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's really good.
And I know that you're going to make a freaking impact wherever you go.
Oh, thank you.
I know you will. Girl.
Was it shocking when I said that? Like, am I a shocking person?
Yes. No, it was shocking. I think it was shocking to our whole family. Like, what? Liana's going to go and do that. Like, are you serious?
Really?
Like, she has like, you've traveled before, you've left the state before, but the country is different. But everybody is so excited and happy. Like, we know Liana's gonna do great.
Thank you.
When she goes out there, like, we're not worried about you in any way. We are excited. Yeah.
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 I feel that.
Yes, I know. Girl, let it out. Let it out.
No, I do feel a lot of support.
Good.
It feels good because I'm scared, you guys. Like, I'm not like, this is going to be so... It is going to be great, but, like, I realize I'm fucking moving out of the country.
Yeah.
And it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be so crazy.
Everyone has been super supportive and, like, given me, like, positive... Like, you got this, like, that's amazing, and I need it. I need to hear that, because, like, that's how I feel, but sometimes anxiety is louder than, like...
Yes. And when people put doubts in your head, or, like, ask you questions that you don't know answers about yet, it
makes you question it.
It makes you question it.
And then you get scared, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not right. Yeah, no, that was actually so real what you just said.
Yeah, because it's unnecessary. It's like, obviously those questions are going to come to your mind, like, ooh, like, those are the questions you would ask yourself, but, like, you don't need to ask other people that.
I know.
They have their own journey and the reasons why they're doing things, and just let them do it.
That's true. And I'm sure I put that stress onto other people, too, when they, like, have these... I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I know nobody does it out of ill intention, but, it's like, oh, fuck, because, I know I'm thinking, but no.
Don't know anything. Nothing is set in stone, and you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, so just do what feels right. Mm-hmm. And I know that you will. I think everybody knows that in our family. Like, you do what feels right, and that's just who you are. Yeah. So you will.
Period. I'm glad my family knows me.
Yes, we know you, girl. We know you. We know all of our family members, whether you like it or not. We know you.
We know you.
We know you.
We know you.
We know who you are.
But no, I appreciate our family is amazing. I'm gonna miss y'all in it, but I'm excited for family vacations because I don't care. I'm planning it. I want the family to come to Ireland, like in June. That is my goal.
The Donovans.
Like I think. I know it's a hard pull. I know there's kids involved, but I feel like if we get it on the calendar, then people can start planning, and then it can become a reality. And I think about our family being in a castle on we deserve to have cool memories like this. Yes. And, life is passing us by. Let's live it up in Ireland.
What we can right now, yes. Yeah. I want to live and do as much as I can right now. That's what I'm slowly getting into. I had to go through a lot of ups and downs, but I think once you're in the right spot in life, then you're ready to, like, conquer and do more for yourself. Mm-hmm, like, you've had to, build yourself a lot up to get to this point, because you would not have been able to do that,
a year ago.
You would not have been able to.
Oh, hell no.
You can. So be proud of yourself, dude. Don't be...
Back to your point, everything happens for a reason.
Exactly, everything, and be proud of yourself, and don't second-guess yourself. You just have to just do it, at the end of the day. That's what I've just been telling myself, too, is, like, just do it.
Just do it. I keep envisioning myself sitting on the plane because I'm like, I have to envision that moment. I cannot let my thoughts get crazy because I've backed out of so many things. I'm like, I will not back out of this. I'm sitting on the plane and I don't know if I'm going to shit myself. Cry, laugh, I don't know. All of it. It's probably going to be all within 30 seconds, and that poor person next to me is going to be like wringing their butt like,
there's something going on with her.
Is there another seat? And then I'm just, Oh my God, that's funny. No, I'm going to do it, but I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. And I'm excited to see what's next for you. Like, I said it to you already. Yeah. But, like, your photography, like, I love seeing you do what you do. Mm. It's so, like, it genuinely makes me happy.
Thank you. Yeah. Dude, I was going to talk to you about that, too. There was this AI artist on Instagram that made a fake photo of this model. And I'm in this group chat with this model, and she's like, go look at his photo and please, like, report it and comment something on it, maybe. So I did, but he used her face and made, like, a fake photo to, like, get content and stuff. And it's, like, 6,000 followers and stuff, so he gets engagement. But I just commented, I was like, as a photographer, like, fuck this. Like, why are you making fake photos of people?
What?
Like,
that's so wrong.
He decided to come back and be like, it's out, like, the photography you do is outdated. And I was like, okay, well, at least I try, rather than use robots to do the work for me. But
outdated, it's your flavor.
That's just what people are saying now, is photography's outdated. And I'm like, I'm going to continue to do it.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm
don't.
going to continue to do it. I've been doing it for a long time, and I will continue to do it because this is real life. It's a real practice. Like,
and it's not about
stop shitting on other people's joy.
Exactly. And your photography is not outdated, first of all. Second of all, we're not about to lose touch with, like,
reality.
Like, there's people who could say the same thing about my podcast. Do I have the best quality camera? No, it's on an iPhone. But it's not. That's not the point. The point is the conversation. The point is us sitting down, telling our journey, giving it to somebody else to listen to. That's the point. You can't get that from AI, and that's the same thing with your photography. You're capturing a moment through your perspective, and that is what the art is. So the people who get it will always get it, and the people who want the AI photographer can go to the AI photographer.
Please go stay over there.
And ruin our planet while you're at it.
Yeah,
fucking
just keep
assholes.
on ruining our planet.
So, and that's what I'm learning with age too. It's like people they're not going to get it, and that's okay.
Yeah. And
there's people who are going to understand and support us, and then there's going to be the people who don't, and that's okay.
That's fine.
Stay away.
I think that all the time
and it should be that way. Go live your life. Yeah.
Go live your life. You don't have to, like, you can scroll, keep scrolling. You don't have to comment. You don't have to like. You don't have to do anything.
Not for everyone.
You don't have to say anything. You can keep scrolling if it's not for you. But if it is for you, stay, yeah, but you don't have to. No one's making you do anything. So the negativity and stuff it makes me laugh. Like, as I get older, I'm just like, you are really gonna be this way when at your ripe age of, in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you're gonna be negative and spewing shit at people. Oh yeah, that was the other thing, the story. But no, we don't have to get into that. But yeah, you
should put that on your TikTok though.
I'll put it up. Maybe I'll put it on my TikTok. But I had an encounter with a lady who was like just spewing negativity while I was doing photography outside, because she thought that we were, trampling on some flowers outside, and we weren't. But she
called the police, by the way.
Yeah, and called the police, but she couldn't come up to us and talk to us and have a conversation. But she had her phone out and was recording and was calling the police. Like, you can't have a real conversation. Like, that's
no
the
dialogue
reality
was had.
that we live in now. And why do you want to ruin people's days or nights just because you're so angry? Like, it just makes me laugh. I was laughing, so I was like, I can't believe you're this mad over this.
We can't even be doing anything free outside. They want to charge you.
We can't.
You can't even be outside for free anymore.
You can't even be outside for free. No, you can't.
Not
They'll charge
this
you.
country.
Walk outside and you get charged just for being outside, for breathing air. They're going to charge us to breathe nowadays.
I have one more point about, like, negative comments. I thought, like, when I was younger and I had the idea of doing all of this in content, I was worried to do it because I was afraid to get negative comments and like what that will do to me. And I'm like, I think everything happens for a reason, because who I am today, like, may it sting? Okay, yeah, they may sting. I don't give a fuck. It's like, I don't care, because I'm literally living my life, my dream life, and I wouldn't want to live anyone else's. So anything anyone can say about me, I'm like,
doesn't change anything.
It doesn't change a single thing. I'm like, oh my god. And now my brain's developed enough to know that is not even about me. That's about you, because never would I go on someone's post and say something negative, like about their appearance or their artwork or anything like that, unless you're, like, being hateful towards somebody else. I let people exist and be who they are. Like, exactly. I don't care.
Why can't you?
And that doesn't, like, and it doesn't affect me.
What is going on with you?
Their opinions do not matter to me. So, like, I welcome them, I guess, engagement. But, like, I get why people used to say that. Like, I'm sure some things will get to me, but that shit, that will not get to me.
Let it roll off. It doesn't change anything. At the end of the day, they are just, like, basement dwellers that don't do anything with their life. Like, their opinion does not matter.
My stepdad used to pretend to read Braille off my forehead growing up. Nothing can break me.
You living with Kitra and you would have to be very
Everything happens for a reason. Yes. You see, I went through that so I could have thick skin.
And be the funny person that you are today.
And then my dad, he's Liberian. African parents, not for the weak either. So, like, skin is thick, okay? I might cry, but skin's thick.
Yes.
Any last parts that you want heard about your story for this chapter? You'll be back on. Next time we'll be in Europe. But
yeah, next time hopefully in Europe.
Not hopefully, will be.
It will be in Europe, yes. No, I think that was all that I really wanted to get out there, I just wanted to share the person that I am, and I want to be a positive person for anybody. So if you ever need anybody to talk to, or if you are thinking about being sober from alcohol and need somebody to talk to, like, I'm here to talk about that. If you need any just a friend, just, hit me up. I'm always here. And yeah, I'm just going to continue to create and do things no matter what anybody says.
Amazing. As you should.
Yes.
Yay! I'm going to put all your stuff in the video description if you're cool with me sharing it.
Yes, please.
Awesome. You guys can find that there. Definitely follow her, especially her photography page and her personal page as she's sharing her stories still. And I hope you get back to it. Definitely drop that story time about the flower bed.
Yes.
Because God forbid we be out in nature out here.
God forbid we take photos in
How
real
dare
life.
you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for coming on, my cousin.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.